breaking news of a landmark trade, giving one of the NBA's best players a new home with the Miami Heat. And speaking of new homes, there's good news.
Coming into the market, more transaction, better for the economy.
From the housing market. And accusations of vandalism at the nation's most famous reflecting pool.
They cut it very violently.
These stories and more coming up on Newsbreak. Good morning, South Florida. I'm Paula Siriñano.
And I'm Julian Scano. Today is Tuesday, June 23rd, 2026.
Live from the Lee Caplin School of Journalism and Media in North Miami, this is Caplin News.
Breaking news of a blockbuster trade, one of the most talented players in the NBA making a move to Miami. This record-breaking deal is bringing some Greek magic to the 305.
That's right, and Caplin's Alejandro Marquina joins us live in the studio with more. Alejandro?
That's right. Giannis Antetokounmpo is turning into Miami Greek, as sources say the Bucks star is getting traded to the Heat. The blockbuster deal that spells the end of an era with Milwaukee comes after months of speculations that the two-time MVP and 2021 NBA champion was coming to South Florida. In the deal, your Miami Heat will receive Giannis along with power forward and Bucks franchise icon Bobby Portis, as well as picks including a 2030 first-round pick swap. Now, the Miami Heat are also sending a lot to Milwaukee, including Tyler Hero, who's returning to his hometown, Khalil Ware, Jaime Jaquez Jr., and Kasparas Giacuchonis, and several draft picks, including this year's 13th pick. Now, the Heat clearly believe 31-year-old Antetokounmpo still has many good years left, and it's generally presumed that by making this deal, they'll give the Greek superstar a massive extension later this year. For now, I'm Alejandro Marquina from the studio for Caplin News.
More developments in the Middle East as Iran has agreed to establish a telephone hotline for the Strait of Hormuz following an agreement reached by the U.S. on Monday. The hotline is designated to prevent and resolve misunderstandings between Iran, the U.S., and other nations as ships pass through the vital waterway. Officials say vessels can use the direct line to report concerns or seek clarification if issues arise.
President Donald Trump is threatening up to 10 years in prison for those accused of vandalizing the reflecting pool in the Lincoln Memorial. The historic and now controversial landmark has been recently plagued by algae following a multi-million-dollar renovation project by the Trump administration, which sought to turn the water, quote, American blue. President Trump claimed on Monday that vandals were responsible for the pool's condition. Surveillance cameras appeared around the century-old reflecting pool the same day, along with an increased police presence.
Do you have any proof of this? I mean, we didn't have a lot of them then. Who would think that somebody would go into a pool and take a knife and start cutting it?
But do you have proof of that?
Yeah, we have
you have
proof.
Photos or videos?
Well, let's put it this way. When you have a 350, I think it's 350, not 250, a 350-foot slit from one end to the other, you think that's proof?
The president wants to project the project to be redone and completed before July 4th, ahead of America's 250th Independence Day celebration.
And a tire fire has escalated to dangerous proportions today as firefighters from several departments are doing what they can to extinguish the flames. The fire emerged from a recycling plant yesterday near Houston afternoon and has been growing ever since. The source of the fire is currently unknown, as investigators are thoroughly researching alongside a hazmat unit. Firefighters are doing what they can to contain the flames.
The music industry is mourning the loss of a legend. Legendary producer Clive Davis has died at the age of 94. Davis helped shape the careers of some of music's biggest stars, including Whitney Houston, Aretha Franklin, and Bruce Springsteen. Known for his golden ears, Davis spent more than 5 decades discovering talent and turning artists into superstars. He won 4 Grammy Awards and was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in the year of 2000.
The current U.S. housing crisis is benefiting from a silver lining today, as it's reported that the sale of houses across the nation is improving. CNN's Jen Sullivan has more on the report.
The housing sales slump may be ending. For the first time in several months, pending home sales are up.
More buyers coming into the market, more transaction, better for the economy.
Lawrence Yoon with the National Association of Realtors says he expects more homes to sell through the rest of the year. It's an indicator that the housing market is improving, even if prices and mortgage rates remain high. As of last week, the 30-year fixed mortgage rate was 6.47%, according to Freddie Mac.
There's no need to wait for mortgage rates to drop, or people just want to buy a home because they realize this is a path towards wealth building.
Yoon also says prices aren't likely to come down anytime soon. The median home sale price was just over $429,000 last month. But there is some good news.
We're beginning to see people's income outpacing home price growth, so affordability overall slightly improving.
In many metropolitan areas, Yoon says there aren't enough homes on the market to meet demand, and that's keeping prices high. And many long-term homeowners are reluctant to sell right now because of the high capital gains tax they'll have to pay when they sell their home. Right now, couples who sell their home and make more than a $500,000 profit could be subject to a 15 to 20% tax.
Lifting the capital gains exemption amount means that more homeowners can sell their home knowing that the profit will be theirs, so they can downsize, maybe they can contribute some of their profit to the next generation.
Congress hasn't changed the capital gains tax exemption on home sales since 1997. The National Association of Realtors had a meeting with some legislative leaders earlier this month to discuss how this change would help with affordability. For Consumer Watch, I'm Jen Sullivan.
Love found a way for a homeless couple, even while living in a homeless shelter. Love didn't wait for better circumstances, but for Teresa and Abdul Broner, the Arizona couple that got married right inside the temp shelter where they've been living after losing everything earlier this year. And now they're leaving that shelter behind for good with new jobs and a new place to call home.
A lot of people did a lot to make this happen for us.
I said it's help out there. If you want help, there's help out there. You just gotta go get it.
The couple says their message to anyone going through hard times is to stick together and don't be afraid to ask for help.
A new Florida initiative has come to Tampa Bay, offering comfort in a box. The Bexley Box program aims to help kids in crisis by providing them with comfort items at police stations. The initiative was created by Kirsten Bridigan after her toddler was left without basic necessities at a police station upon her husband being shot outside his car. She hopes the initiative will help provide comfort for children recovering from tragedy. The Temple Terrace Police Department hopes that the program will expand to more law enforcement agencies in Florida, with Walmart already pledging $200,000 to fill more boxes.
Yeah, and El Astro de Fútbol has made history on Monday by becoming the World Cup's all-time scorer.
That's still ahead, and so is this story.
My mom summited all 50 state high points exactly 30 years ago.
Climber reached her goal when she reached one of the state's highest peaks, and it's become something of a habit for her. Newsbreak will be back in 2 minutes.
See us dream. See us remember. See us protest.
You matter. Your feelings matter. Your identity matters. Everything about who you are matters.
See us fight back. See us rebuild. See us shatter stereotypes. See us inspire. See us united. See us now.
There are 16 million children struggling with hunger in America. That's 1 in 5 daughters, sons, neighbors, and classmates who don't know where their next meal is coming from. Yet billions of pounds of good food go to waste every year. It's time we do something about it. Feeding America is a nationwide network of food banks that helps provide meals to millions of kids and families in need. Visit feedingamerica.org to help them feed even more. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
Some people find it challenging, but for them, it's a family tradition. A daughter from Seattle, Washington has followed in her mother's footsteps, and those steps were a steep climb.
KTUU's Charlie Fellows sat down with the daughter, and she explained her journey.
So it's a bit of a family story.
Bailey D'Antonio's quest to summit all 50 state high points was instilled in her early in life.
My mom summited all 50 state high points exactly 30 years ago. So I copied her template for creating meaning and exploring the country.
It's a quest that came to a fitting end in Denali National Park this week, as D'Antonio checked off peak number 50 by conquering Mount McKinley. On top of one of the most rewarding and monumental summits anywhere in the world, she had time to reflect on the achievement.
I felt incredibly short of breath, but I also felt like the whole reason that I was able to get to the top was because I had a team who I worked alongside with.
A physician's assistant by day, D'Antonio used the same mindset that helps her get through a spinal surgery to map out her climbing journey.
I'm a big follower of just checklists and redundancy and all sorts of different tools that can help us with precision and safety, whether it be in medicine or in the backcountry.
But summiting North America's highest peak required the biggest skill D'Antonio took away from her mountaineering journey: rolling with the punches.
Last year I came and spent 15 days on Denali, and despite feeling really good physically, it was not in the cards with the high avalanche risk. What I've really learned from my quest has been patience and understanding and acceptance that we can't grit our teeth through everything, even as prepared as we may be.
And Alaska itself offered some bonus insight into the true thing she was chasing this whole time.
I feel like the checklist at the end of the day is actually not really what was important to me. It was just experiencing the community and connections from the different places I've visited.
That was Charlie Fellows reporting. D'Antonio now wants to tackle another big goal. She wants to run a marathon in all 50 states and complete a 92-mile trail around Mount Rainier in Washington.
It was Messi magic in Texas as the Argentinian superstar has made history once again. During the country's match against Austria in Dallas Stadium, Messi broke the record for all-time World Cup goals. With 2 goals in the game, he now has 18 career World Cup goals, 2 more than any other player. Argentina plays Jordan Saturday night in the same stadium, where Messi is looking to expand his record.
And the Miami Marlins faced off against the Texas Rangers in their first game of the series at home, and an international presence was felt all throughout the stands. Scotland's soccer fans, better known as the Tartan Army, came in full gear to support the Fish, filling up the stands with blue jerseys, kilts, and even bagpipes. The Marlins came late to the party, though, letting by early lead for the Rangers and trailing for basically the entire game. The final score was Texans 4, Marlins 3. The Fish will go on to play their next home game in the series today at 6:40 p.m. You're watching Newsbreak, and we're coming right back.
Last week, Brandon met a girl on a dating app. One day after work, he finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being too pushy? Maybe it was too...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving. I would love to go on a date. How does tonight sound?
Brandon tried to play it cool, but inside he knew. A girl so smart, so responsible. She must be a keeper.
How do you know when you've made the right decision? It's the feeling you get in your gut. The one that tells you what's right or wrong. It's the one that says, sure, I can have a drink. Or the feeling that says, okay, I've been drinking. Now what? It's the voice inside you that says, I'm buzzed. Better leave the car when it's time to go. Plan ahead. Catch a sober ride. buzz driving is drunk driving.
Every day,
millions of people are connecting.
and even though we're overcoming obstacles,
watching each other's backs,
And banding together.
we should still make an effort.
We should still make an
to
effort.
get to know each other,
On a deeper level. Father.
cosplayer,
Mentor.
actor.
It's time we take a step forward
It's time we take a step forward.
Come together
and discover
How accepting our differences
can make us stronger.
And that's all the time we have for Newsbreak. I'm Para Siriñano.
And I'm Julian Scano. Thank you so much for watching. Get more news anytime at caplinnews.fiu.edu.